Good evening, friends. Wow, have I got an exciting video for you this evening as I'm breaking down the system on a chip processors in smaller form factor computing. Continuing down the rabbit hole of things like the likes of my tablet I was talking about earlier, and my interest particularly in Chromebooks. Well, the competition and the technology is really ramping up and is really exciting in the system on a chip world. Now, just to break down what that means. On the Arduino Uno, we've got the Atmel AT320P system on a chip right there. So that's a lot like what we're talking about with these Chromebooks. And even laptops and computers all have something like that, which is really the brain of the computer. What's amazing, check out this image of a Snapdragon system on a chip. These chips are packed with all sorts of features. Check it out. The GPU, which is the graphics processing unit, digital signal processing, folks, regarding audio and voice recognition, your security embedded there, as well as the graphics part of the chip is all on this one single chip. Now, Qualcomm Snapdragon is really making a lot of headway, going head to head with the likes of Intel in particular. And this video right here has been recorded on my Samsung Galaxy phone, which features a Snapdragon processor, and we're finding a lot of phones do have Qualcomm Snapdragon processor. The laptops are still going to have Intel i5, i7, and beyond processors, like my Dell laptop, for example, has an i5 processor. And actually, guys, the Google Pixel Chromebooks, Google's flagship Chromebook, is running to this date an i7 chip. Now, that's on par with a really good laptop today, and the price tag reflects it as well. From what I saw, about $1,500. But then move over to the likes of HP, Acer, Samsung Chromebook, and for getting into the costs on like $200, those chips are not going to be i5 or i7, but they are Intel chips, either Intel Atom or most likely Celeron. Now, these cheapo tablets, and I've talked about this before, like this little RCA guy, and other tablets in this price range will have often the Intel Atom system on a chip. Now, that's in contrast, or actually they're very similar to the Intel Celeron chip, which years ago was used on budget desktops. Actually, I had an HP with a Celeron chip that actually was a pretty good performer. Of course, I put Linux on it, as I do everything, so that probably increased the performance. Regardless, what I'm finding is that on budget Chromebooks produced by Acer, Samsung, HP, these are invariably going to have Intel Celeron N processors. Now, considering that many budget desktops of years gone by, and even half decent performing laptops today do run Celeron processors, you can see how the pared down form factor of the Chromebook, which is essentially an online tool with a micro SD card expandability as far as storage goes, can get away with using the Celeron processor and still enjoy very good performance, especially for the dollar, compared to the, in my opinion, outlandish $1,500 for a Google Chromebook. Well, if you've got the money and that's what you want, but I mean, you can get a sweet laptop for that price. Anyhow, that's what I'm discovering here, going down the rabbit hole of modern system-on-a-chip processors, please weigh into the conversation below in the comments section. And thanks for watching.